Are you ready?
Hey yo, what up guys? Tank here. And we are continuing the guide. We started off with reps of 7, and now we're going to move into the Wicked Bloodline. Let's take a look. So actually, Wicked Bloodline, it actually matters who you're fighting. It's a lot of these characters that we're gonna go over. You see, Goku family units, like that actually matters for like some passives here. So, okay, this is who we were using last time. Now we're going into Wicked Bloodline. Should be at the bottom, right? Yeah, we go. So, Dokkan Battle Optimizer. Pretty easy website to use. So, ton of units here we really don't even consider. So we're going to go only with the URs and LRs. And here we go. Little tight. So let's see, who do I even have that I could use? Well, he's the best. No, actually, probably Cooler's the better lead. Like, I have him rainbowed, but he's not. Let's see, actually. Who is he? He is... Yeah, okay, no, he is the better lead, actually. I am silly. His Cooler is what? Yeah, so he would be at HP 130. Most of them are going to fit into either of them, which is why people always run him as lead and think of him as the lead. But, yeah, I'm going to need to rainbow this Cooler, I just realized. I have him all paths open, just starving for orbs. So he is going to be the best lead for sure. Now, you can go either the Tech or the AGL one. The Tech one is a bit better. So hold on, let's actually... pull them both up. Yeah, let's go Wicked Bloodline. We'll pull you up. Yep, definitely you. Take a look at you. Talk about you. When your EZA comes out, this stage will be a joke, I'm sure. You'll be good. You could argue. Sure. JP only. I think I clicked him, but I don't know. Take a look at you. You. I always confuse them too, actually. I always confuse them. JP. He's not bad. Look at you. Thor. Easy A. I think he's pretty good. And yes, now we're in SSR territory, so... Oh, I think I lost the website. Oh no, oh, it's all the way back there. Move this up here. So... where are we? We're talking about the AGL or the Tech one. Where is it? This is the AGL one after his EZA. So he will get 2 key and 90% attack with 4 or more key spheres obtained. Infinitely stacks attack. We don't care about his attack. Damage reduction received by 90%, which means nothing in this game will hurt him. When HP is 40% or more. So if you enter the turn and you are below 40% health, this 90% goes away. And look at his passive then. He has nothing. So he will be... you will die. He will get you obliterated. Normal attacks will be over 100k most likely. The Tech one does operate a little similar. So he will lower defense, he will reduce damage by 80% when HP is 50% or more, reduce damage received by 50%, and plus attack 50% when HP is 49%. So no matter your health, obviously the more health you have, if you're above 50%, he'll have more damage reduction. But if you drop below his health restriction, he still has damage reduction. He doesn't lose it, right? So you're not like instantly dead, versus the AGL one, it's over. Like, you have to pray that he dodges or something. Like, so the Tech one is the better choice, but the AGL one isn't bad. I actually have the AGL one rainbowed. I actually don't have the Tech one at all. Funny story, I did pull this one, but I fed him into the AGL one because I thought he was better, because I didn't understand how this game works. Also didn't understand that you don't just have one of one unit. So yeah, funny story there. I'm going to actually be... I'm trying to buy him because he's available with the blue stone. So I'll be just doing that to get one copy. And even at 55%, I will most likely be running him over this one. Especially for a no item run because he's far safer. So yeah, double check with Metal Cooler. Definitely the best lead. So definitely you should be running him. He will lower attack also. Very powerful. And this, yeah, he can recover HP at the end of the turn. Very powerful. And he can transform. He has this transformation where he goes into this, this core, the metal core, where he just doesn't... It's like a giant ape. He just doesn't take damage, and he'll deal a ton of damage. Free damage is always great. So definitely, definitely should be running him. So, should be running him. Okay, this LR, probably a guarantee to run. Alright, let's see if we can find him. So, he is going to be pretty much the damage dealer. While he does have a little bit of defense, not like anything crazy, he does have LR stats as well. You know, so he's going to have a decent amount of defense, but he's the damage dealer, right? So the lower your HP, the more... This all stacks. This is all stacking. So he'll end up with 2, 4, 6, 7 key and 2, 40, 50. Oh, this last one too. 50, 70% attack. That's out of turn. And then that extra key on top of that. So it's a big, almost a guaranteed 24 key. But you're obviously a little afraid because the lower your health is, obviously you're gonna die. But he will just one shot. Like, he will obliterate if there's anyone on the map. So I would be running him. Who else? This cooler, which I thought he was towards the end. Yep. This cooler also going to lower attack. You can run him as a lead too if you don't have the metal cooler. Most of these units all fit under one of these. He is attack and defense 100%, and he can actually be support unit, which is really good. So this transformation boost one won't really proc most of the time, unless at the end of the fight. You'll be getting just terrifying conquers, key +2, attack and defense 50%. That's freaking great, man. Put him on rotation with the Frieza, the LR Frieza. Yo, that is powerful. Then when you're like, you know, sick of it, you could just transform on turn 3, because most of these guys are, yeah, they're all under pure Saiyans. So yeah, and then once he transforms, we're talking stacking attack, 180% attack and defense, has a good chance. Was that 30? 25. Okay, 25% chance to land a double super, all guaranteed crits on this stage, all crits. So very, very powerful. Definitely earns the spot. So now when we look at this Frieza, right, before we put him in, I think he will work. There we go. I think he will work, right? Post EZA, guards all attacks if there's a Goku family category enemy. Reduce damage received by 30% when he guards. Now keep in mind, he will guard, obviously, if a tech unit hits him. So keep that in mind. I actually did my no item run of Extreme SBR with him. And there's a lot of people, there's a lot of units that are not Goku family there. But it's just when guard activates, then he gets this 30% damage reduction. So very powerful. But let's take a look, right? So yes, we have Bardock. Ironically, Raditz does count as Goku family. And then Goku. So yeah, this absolutely, there's no question you bring him. Everyone should have him too. He's a free to play, so he's going to be really, really, really good. He also lowers attack too. You just have to make sure that you leave your Goku family unit alive, because if you kill him first, he will then lose that part of his passive. So if you kill Vegeta first, then you can continue just to play, and he'll still have his, you know, full passive against Bardock. But if you kill Bardock first, now Vegeta obviously is not a Goku family unit. He loses that part of his passive, and now he's a liability. Same goes for Raditz, or this Goku. Oh yeah, either one. I didn't even notice him there. in this Goku too, right? Because this is Trunks and Vegeta, so if it's just this Goku that dies, well, now he won't have his passive, so be careful there. But definitely a very good unit. Now who is for the last slot? This Golden Cooler's pretty good. Doesn't he... What does he do? Doesn't he lower attack or something? Start getting rid of some of these. He will lower attack, yes, on 12 key. Unfortunately, I don't have them though. They do look like a very good unit. They're going to get 66% attack and defense, 20% attack per, so they're getting the full 60, and Ki +9 when there's a Super Saiyan, which no, you'd only have it in the last fights, which still, I mean, getting Ki +9 isn't a big deal. It would just mean they would have a monstrous attack stat. Yeah, pretty brutal breed down. Yeah, good links too. So this would be a really good unit. I unfortunately don't have them, but if you have them, definitely run them. And they're elite too. They're elite as well. So, very good. I just don't have them, unfortunately. Okay, Metal Cooler. You could run him as elite if you're really running out of options. But no, I think even the int one was 77%, the free to play, so you should really never have to run this guy. The only lower is, yeah, no. And then he'll raise allies attack 1, okay. Attack and defense 90% isn't, the worst. He can launch an additional attack, so he's okay. Definitely not top choice, but he's, very cheap. A lot of people definitely have him, so he is an option. We already went over you. So this guy, I have him. I believe he's rainbowed. I just, again, no orbs, so he would probably be pretty good because he has a medium chance of sealing, which is weird. Like, you don't see that often. Usually units just seal. But yeah, he'll have a medium chance to seal, which is, what is it, 30? Yeah, 30%, so not counting on that. But he's an AoE. That's what makes him actually valuable here. He has AoE attack, so he's going to attack everyone on the field. And if we're looking at this, right, STR, this phase would be tough with the double tech. And then you would have nothing. Yeah, not that many. Just these two, really. He's going to be okay. Yeah, he's going to be okay. Not bad, but he's going to be okay. He does have a high chance of stunning, which should be 50%. 40%. 40% chance to stun the attack. So even though he's attacking everyone, it's only the one person he's attacking. But that's when we're facing one enemy. So that's going to be the end of the fight, which is it. He will get Ki +5 and attacking defense 50% when facing 2 or more enemies, right? So he becomes pretty powerful. Definitely a very good option to run if you have him. I have him, but unfortunately, I don't have any resources into him to get him up there. Now, we're starting to... This guy's definitely, like, towards the end. Not bad, though. So he stacks defense, right? So if you can get him, like, slot 2 or something, like, well, he's going to raise his own defense, and he'll tank pretty well. Attacking defense is 100%, which is good, but, his stats aren't that good, so it's not as high as you were thinking. Attacks effective against all types. All allies 2 key, and all enemies attack and defense 20% when there is a Goku family category ally. So same with the int Frieza, like that actually that'd be a really powerful rotation. Having that int Frieza in the first slot and this guy in the second slot so he can raise his defense, and that Frieza guarding in the first slot, that's really good actually. Wow. And you do need to have him rainbowed. Most people should have him done, because he's required for the LR Prime Battle EZA. Actually, when I try to no item this, I might try that, just to see. I might actually put him instead of the STR Cooler. Because he's gonna be really good. Lowering attack, raising his own defense, and he can 25% for an additional. And he's super effective against all types. Wow. Actually, I don't think I ever read him. He's actually much more surprising reading him. He's better than I thought. This Frieza, you're not going to get all these transformations. You might get this. You might get this one. I doubt you'll get the final form. Because the first transformation starts on turn 3. So turn 3 hits. We get here. Now we're on turn 4. Turn 5. Like, you're not getting all the way up to here. So you'll maybe get here, and if you get here, it's like the guy's 1 HP. So we'll say these first two are going to be your consistent ones. So he does raise attack and defense, right? So definitely slot 2 or slot 3. He is attack 80%. He does recover HP at the end of turn, right? So that can be useful. And then in slot 2, same thing. He recovers 12% at the end, so not bad. His defense actually goes down a little bit, right? You know, so you don't really want to do that. He can be a leader. He is 120 flat, so he can also be a leader too. Golden Cooler, not many people have him because he's a heroes unit. So now he is in the unfeatured pool, so you're very slight chance of pulling him. I don't have him either. He's, you know, but he's still very good. He gives all allies attack and defense 20% on top of his own 100%. And he gets 30% attack and defense and launches an additional attack that has a medium chance to be a super, which is 25 when there's 3 or more. So that, okay, so that whole second part, this whole thing right here, you're not going to get on this team. Still pretty decent though. Yeah, he has wicked bloodlines, so you could running double him while you would hurt the rest of the team losing out on that. This guy was going to tank very well. So here we go, the golden Frieza here. So super class allies, there's no allies on this team, and enemies, so the enemy will be minus 15%. That's super class. No, so he's not super or extreme, so he wouldn't, I don't think he would get debuffed. He's definitely super, we know that. He's extreme. So that's actually kind of cheesy. So because they put that, I don't know if that's what if that actually would happen, or they would follow this. But there's a lot of extremes, so that's actually not going to apply to a lot. Yeah, so I don't know. I would not bring him. I don't think he would be a good choice. Because that would be his only real value there, and it's not going to apply to many of the enemies. This guy, post EZA, let's see, raises his own defense, right? That's good. 90%, pretty good. Target Goku, which a good amount of these people are. Not everyone, but a good amount. We'll give them that. Okay, that's good. And then high chance to perform a crit, 50%, if he fights Goku, which there are not many Gokus. There is what, 2? Yeah, just 2. So that's not very valuable. Not the worst choice, but not the best. This guy, he's not bad, right? He's an AoE unit. All enemies. He's also, he could be a lead too. 60%, 6 key, plus an additional 40% attack and defense when facing 2 or more. So this is pretty much guaranteed right there. That's awesome. Then he gets an additional 60% if the person is defense down, which is very common super attack for most people. So there are people that on the team that will have it. Like, you can definitely get that. And he will attack all enemies, which is also very valuable. He does have an active skill that, like, I've only seen it once. So he will greatly lower attack and defense on attack. Can be activated when facing 3 or more enemies. So starting from the 3rd turn. So very rare to get this, but it is possible. You could wiggle your way around that one. This guy, he's not really. We're looking at reduced damage by 30%. His defense starts at 15. As he gets hit, it goes up. So not the best. If he supers, he'll give 30% raise for allies, which is pretty okay. Movie bosses, which is where I think like some of these people, like Cooler, will fit into, will give 2 key attack and defense 30%, but not a great choice defensively. He does a lot of support, but defensively he's this guy. He's pretty old, waiting on his EZA, definitely going to be coming, but sometime next year. 100% attack and defense, and he could launch a second attack. Nothing special there, but he has a good link set, not the worst. And then this EZA Frieza, so he will raise his own defense for 30%, so for 3 turns, which means it can stack. He does get 120% when performing a super attack, key plus 3, and defense 30% as the first attacker. So ironically, they want you to run him as the first attacker, but then he only gets defense. He'll only have 30% defense, and then he'll gain another 30% after attacking. But if there's too many attacks, you could get hurt a lot. So not the best choice, but you know, obviously using items, you could make it work. So who will I be running in the end? I would want to run them. I unfortunately just don't have them. I will probably run this one. No, I might run him. I might try to run him, and if it doesn't work out, switch to him, but this is probably going to be the team that I will be running. And as you can see, good amount of links, right? 4 and 4 and 4. Like a lot of high numbered links. And they're all really powerful links too. So yeah, that is going to conclude this one. A bigger roster for sure, with some really strong options that you can choose between. So I think that's a very good thing, unlike the reps of 7 where it was like, oh, did you pull all of these new LRs? You didn't? All right, well, I guess you can't compete. So that's not the feeling we get here, right? We have some units that have aged a bit, that are most people have. So and some of these units like the Tech Golden Frieza are actually available to buy right now from like the Stone Shop. So definitely some, and this is a free to play card. This is a really good roster. You know, this cooler's come back a couple times. Let me know what you guys think. What are you running? Are you able to run this SBR? If so, what team are you going with? You know, or if you disagree with one of my choices here, like what would you have changed? But yeah, like, sub, do all the cool stuff. Appreciate you. Peace out.